The Neil Haley Show. And I want to also thank Sean Welsh from Vet SOS Podcast for having amazing veterans that have done this amazing, great things. And thank again, Sean. And our guest today is Stephen Hudson, CEO of AI Ready. Veteran, how are you? Thanks for stopping by,
I'm,
man.
I'm doing well, Neil. Thank you for having me.
So, Stephen, how did this all start for you?
Well, I'm retired Navy. I did 20 years in the Navy, and I actually this month I'm celebrating my 20-year anniversary of being retired. I retired in 2005, and I've been in computers for 40 years. And when OpenAI released ChatGPT in November of 2022. I got together with another friend of mine that's been into computers even longer than I, and we just really started having a lot of fun. I mean, we both, this is the most fun we both had in many years when it comes to computers, and so we ended up co-authoring a book called AI Tsunami: Riding the AI Wave in Business, because we're both have been in the corporate world and in the both have started and run our own businesses, and so we knew the entrepreneurial side as well. And so we co-authored a book to help companies integrate AI into their processes. And so we ended up getting asked by a friend of ours, a mutual friend of ours, who was the Veterans Resource Center director at the University of North Florida, and he wanted us to come out and do a workshop for the veterans that were in transition, going from active duty into the civilian community. And so we put together this workshop, and as we were doing it, we realized just how powerful AI could be in helping our veteran communities in this transition process. And so that's really the guy that ran the resource center. His name is Bob Ewan, retired Navy captain, and he's like, "Listen, guys, you've got to do something with this to help our veterans." And so that's where the idea of coming up with this platform is happened. That's where it came from. Greg, who's the co-author and is also an adjunct professor there in their business school, and he helped build this platform, and we helped design it. And it's just a platform of AI driven tools that help in the transition.
So tell me what does this platform do? Like how do people, veterans, learn from your platform?
Great. Um, well, what it allows them to do is one of the biggest challenges for active duty military as they transition into the civilian world is how they translate their skills, their qualifications, certifications, and experiences of their military career into civilian terminology. And put it in a resume that a civilian hiring manager would understand. That's historically that is just a huge problem, and so what generative AI is amazing at is what we've designed this tool that helps them with. They just click on a button, and our platform is powered from ChatGPT. Is its engine that powers our platform, and so literally they just type in what they did in the military and what rank they were when they got out, and it can create a resume for them. It can we and as you know, there's screening software. These hiring companies have screening software looking for keywords from their jobs, postings. And so there's a tool on here that you just upload your resume and upload the job description, and it tailors your resume to match that job description to make sure you have the right keywords and phrasing in it, because you really have to have a separate resume for every job you apply for. But we also have mental health um, um, tools that help them with just the mental health process of the transition. We have tools that for veterans that want to start and run their own business, how to do. It does market research for them. It will create a business plan for them. As you said, I mean, you've pretty familiar with AI, so you understand how, it's simple for generative AI to do these things. Where for us, it takes 3 months to do proper market
Yeah.
research, and
You
you can
could do it
literally do it in
in a day. You could literally lay out your business plan, everything, and all of it,
everything you
and
need.
it keeps improving every day, especially with conversational AI.
Absolutely.
And I don't know, do you have any conversational AI on your platform yet, or are you looking to develop?
Yeah, all of it. Well, basically, every tool is designed to what it the way it's designed is to kind of lead the military member through just a process of, okay, first I got to identify what kind of jobs am I qualified to do with my skills. All right, now I know that. All right, I'm going to create a resume. Okay, I did that. Now I'm going to match my resume to specific jobs. Okay, I'm doing that. But then it also has there's a tool on there to help them get prepared for interviews. And it's generative AI is perfect for that. You just put in the company that you're interviewing with and who you're interviewing with, and it'll help prepare you for it. And you can actually get in an interactive session with it.
Wow.
I mean, it's one of those things that you just have to kind of see to believe. It's
No,
pretty
absolutely. And
incredible.
it's just something so powerful for that veteran because it's so user friendly.
It is.
And so
It is.
how can people that are military and veterans get involved in this? Like, is this something, is there what are the costs to something like this?
Well, we're a 501(c)(3) based out of Jacksonville, Florida, and so there's no cost to the military member
That's
to have access
fantastic.
to our platform. This is it's no cost to them. We raise our funds. We've partnered with Wounded Warrior is using our platform, and it just it's there's a lot of companies like K9 for Warriors. We're partnering with veteran organizations that what we do is we give them a code that they give their veterans to access the platform, and so and there's really if there's a veteran out there that wants access to the platform, you can. Uh, uh, I can actually create a code that I can leave with you, that you can have people reach out to your show, veterans, or I'm not sure how we would do it, but we would just basically um, our platform. If you go to our website and sign up, it's gonna there's a cost involved, but um, with this access code, it takes that away. It gives you put in the access code, and it's and you get access to it. And so actually you can direct them to Sean. Sean actually has a code through his Vets SOS that he uses to give to veterans. So you can direct veterans to go reach out to Sean, and he'll give them a code to be able to access the platform at no cost through his show.
That's fantastic. Now, where do you see things going with AI? What is your take, being the tech guy that's just checking it out on a regular basis and seeing
Sure.
how far are we going to go? From code writing to anything we want, we could ask AI to do it as long as we have the patience. Because another part of AI is patience. You have to have a lot
Yeah.
of patience because if you don't have patience and deal with bugs and deal with certain situations, you really aren't going to be very good at AI. You really have to be
Yeah.
willing to experiment, to get frustrated.
Right.
It's not
Right.
this simple thing where, hey, I just can talk to this person and I'm going to get all the information I need.
Right. Well, you're right. You're right. And when you're dealing directly with like ChatGPT, and you're just looking at a blank bar that you're typing a question into, you do have to be uh, it's getting a lot better. It's getting a lot more intuitive in understanding what you're asking. But you still need to kind of take a couple of stabs at it to actually get it to. It'll provide all the information you need. It's just you sometimes you have to say you have to kind of guide it and say, no, that's not what I mean. Can you elaborate on this? And then it'll do it. I mean, it understands the conversation that it's in with you, and then the trick is just to kind of the more information that you give it in the front end, the better your initial interaction with it will be.
Yeah.
And then you tweak it from there to get to tease out exactly what you need to do. But I'm telling you, my experience is that most people are using ChatGPT. It would almost be like using a nuclear reactor to pop a bag of popcorn. There's so much
More they can
untapped
do. But
ability
again,
there.
that's training. I think part of
You're
what your
right.
platform is doing is probably providing training at facilities where veterans come into, depending on what
Yeah.
organizations you partner with, and then have that
Yeah.
training because you can give people Google and people still don't use Google right. And that's the information highway that we can get anything
Yeah. No,
we
you're
want
right. You're right.
through
You're right.
that process. It's going to be an interesting
Yeah. And I think,
situation.
yeah, and where we're going, and you had the original question was you were asking where I thought we were going. And right now, and we're already starting to head that way. Um, there's a new term that's out now. It's called a wrapper, and what that is basically just a front facing interaction between the general public and platforms like OpenAI's ChatGPT and Gemini. I mean, and all the other guys are getting into the thing, but basically, the AI community has realized very quickly that your general, people just aren't. They're not interested in becoming prompt engineers. They don't want to know how to build a car. They just want to know how to get in it and drive it to the store to do
Right.
what they
So
want to
you're
do.
gonna have
Right.
that based on each organization, company. As you said, that word wrapper, I heard
Yeah.
that from Owen saying that,
Yeah.
and I've heard it from Neil Patel. So you basically need something
Yeah.
like
It's just a
that
front
to make it
facing
to make it
component.
work. Or
Right. Right.
you have the greatest tool in your hands, just like this is the internet. Remember back in the day? Yes. And
Yeah.
all I'm going to do is type in the internet to go to a website, not knowing what the internet brings. The dot
Yeah.
com era is the AI era. And I would love to search to find out where the money was made more. Was, and I remember always when I went on YouTube, it says, you're not going to make money off of using ChatGPT. It's going to be coming up with an idea that you're going to go have to develop that uses AI technology. That's the bottom line. And there's a lot of them. You got to market it right. And here's the other thing, intellectual property. Let's just say one of the big boys says, okay, I just want to work with veterans and do this AI stuff. Could that happen? Maybe not for your niche, but if you choose not a niche and you choose a very big public with a great idea, it's probably going to be taken. So that's hopefully, you can corner the market in helping military vets for no cost. That's fantastic in that process and transitioning using AI in so many ways. So where's the best place people can go?
You can just go to our website. It's aireadyveteran.org. All the information about what we're doing and what the platform is. And that's where the link to actually sign up to have access to the platform once they get that code from Sean. Um, and and really, and also sponsorship opportunities too for corporate sponsors. We've been partnering with. We've partnered with Northrop Grumman. We partnered with a large logistics company called CSX, um, and so we're and again we've partnered with Wounded Warrior, and Blue Star Families is another platform that deals specifically with um, the uh, the veterans families, and so I just did a live training today with Blue Star families to show them how to use our platform to have access to it. And so there's actually several avenues to get to it, but the easiest way is just to go to aireadyveteran.org. And of course, we have a book. I mean, a LinkedIn profile for our company on LinkedIn. There's always great articles. I'm a adjunct professor too, so I teach aeronautical science at Embry-Riddle, and so I only say that because Greg and I are both, being in the academic side of it. We love,
Yeah,
we're always
absolutely.
writing articles in this space that we're putting on the platform to help veterans use AI better. I mean, just
Bet.
to
Okay, well, thank you again for your
yeah,
service. Appreciate this
thank
topic. It was a great topic. Appreciate it, sir.
thank you.
You're listening and watching the Neil Haley Show, and we'll be back in just a moment.